So let's start with you, Alejandro. That was an upbeat analysis from me. Have I overstated anything? How does it look and feel to you running Formula E on these front lines?
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for that very, I think, accurate analysis of the situation. Obviously, for Formula E, this is obviously very important because 4 years ago when we started, things could have gone in a different direction. The world could have gone in a different direction, or the world could have gone slower on this direction. But it's the contrary. And we are seeing, especially this year, we are seeing things accelerating in a very positive direction. I think after the Paris COP21 summit, it was very important that the governments, and especially China and the United States, committed to follow a path of decarbonization. But also we are seeing that just the people, the general, people like you and me, or not maybe you and me who are even more committed because we're here, but normal people in the street are really getting concerned about the future of their children and the future of the planet, and they're active now and much more conscious about what they do. And this is a reflection on what's really important for us, which is the car industry. And the car industry is clearly changing at an incredible speed. We see companies like Volkswagen, who came out a couple of weeks ago saying that they're turning totally to their future strategy to electric. We see countries like Norway saying that from 2025 sales of combustion cars will not be allowed. A whole country is going to be now only occupied by electric cars from 2025. And I think it won't be the last one, obviously. Countries will follow Norway. Obviously, Norway is a very advanced country in that sense, but I think
an oil and gas producing country, of course.
Yes, but I think you touched something very important. I think countries, it's a very ambitious target maybe in the short term, but cities are not. So cities should go all electric sooner. And we always see this in the same way. The core of the city goes electric, maybe the small center of the city, the heart of the city, and then that heart expands to the whole area of the city. And first maybe you penalize very heavily, or you put a very high congestion charge on the combustion cars, then you ban them completely. But we see definitely the future in cities as an electric future. And obviously that for Formula E is very good, because we want to be a championship that is relevant to the cars that are out there in the street. And if in 2040 most of the cars in the streets are electric, obviously Formula E will be the championship that will be relevant for the cars that are driven every day by everyone. So that's how we see Formula E, and that's how we see how the whole environment is changing in our favor, in our direction.
Thanks. Alex, let me come to you next. Speaking for both DS Virgin Racing and Virgin Group, how does it look and feel to you on these front lines? I mean, Virgin's so active in the carbon war room and the B team and everything else. What's the sense of excitement that you feel?
Certainly, and thank you again for hosting this, and thank you all for coming along. I'll talk very briefly from a Virgin Group perspective, and I'll let Sir Richard expand on that when he gets here, because he's far more qualified to speak about his vision. But as part of my remit inside the Virgin Group, special projects has been something we've been looking after for the last some 15 years. And really the theme for special projects in the Virgin Group has been our curiosity for technology. And that curiosity for technology is driven by a pain point that we have, the fact that we have 3 airlines, 2 rail franchises here. We have transportation industries that go now into space. And what we want to do at the same time as we prosecute these businesses is ensure we look after not just the people that we transport around, but also the planet that sustains them. So our curiosity in technology with regard to transportation is to try and find things that look after people and planet. Back in the early 2000s, we sponsored through the Virgin Atlantic Global Flyer program an aircraft which was able to fly around the world non-stop, solo. And what that aircraft did was employed a fully carbon body a much lighter airframe, and that was breaking and cutting-edge technology. Now, we're not in the business of making aircraft. What we wanted to do was demonstrate technology at this stage. What the Virgin Group is doing in Formula E is investing in what we believe is the future of automotive. Right now, the present of automotive is not electric. We believe in the future we need to graduate to a full electric, especially in the city centres transportation environment. We want to be part of that rather than just comment from the outside. We wanted to be part of that development story. Alejandro, again, created this platform for us to do that. So this for us is an innovation, a chance to innovate in electric vehicle technology. And when we talk about electric vehicle technology having come in, we see there's many different areas that maybe in the future there could be some sort of Virgin business. So whether that's in electric vehicle technology, connected technology with automotive, or autonomous technology on automotive. And we're finding this is a fantastic innovation platform for that. We're seeing innovation drive, for example, the energy density of batteries from the year 1 of the series, where we required 2 cars, to, by the time we're in season 5, double the energy density, and we're driving 1 car. Now that's possible. I think Alejandro will talk a little bit more about it. There's not been any announcements, but there is a tender to supply that battery out of the series, and we think that there has been a great response to that. And as a team, I'm assured that there will be batteries that are capable of doing that, and many batteries that are capable of doing that. So it's driving innovation. Those tenderers for that position wouldn't have been there if there wasn't this series, and it wouldn't be pushing technology in this way. So we like to be part of that community that's driving that forward. We obviously love the media platform. There's a huge amount of interest in sporting endeavour. This particular sporting endeavour that Alejandro has created is one that really does test man and machine, and the machines specifically are the machines of the future.